So welcome back. This section is pretty quick because we're just going to talk about communication channels and adoption, and we've kind of gone through this a little bit, but this just kind of drives it home that this is the different level of adoption that takes place with interpersonal communication as opposed to just mass media. So you see this this chart, the adoptions due to mass media. That's kind of a smaller, curve that definitely levels out, and you end up with not very much. But then when you look at the adoptions due to interpersonal communication, you see that ramp up. So, and you start to see that S curve, right? So this all happens because of interpersonal peer level communication, which I think as individuals, we understand that, right? So we might see something on TV and think, oh, that's kind of interesting. But if we ask our friends, did you try that, new phone, hair color, recipe, whatever it is, and they say, yeah, I tried it, it was great, my whole family loved this recipe, it was really healthy, easy to use, you're like, okay, I'm going to try it. There's a huge level of trust and emotion that is associated with adoption, and you have to feel comfortable with it. And so much more of that comes from when you're dealing with an individual peer as opposed to just something you're seeing on TV. The importance of interpersonal channels, and these are, you see those different levels of adopters. So the innovators, you're going to see, have very little information from interpersonal channels, and that makes sense, right? They're the first ones to adopt, so there's no one to ask. They're looking at it themselves. They're very innovative, so they're going to try it out themselves. They're going to determine the relative advantage on their own, and they're not going to ask anybody because there's nobody to ask. And then you've got early adopters where we get a little bit more interpersonal information, and then as we go down, up or down, however you want to look at it, with regard to the different levels of adopters, you see laggards get most of their information from interpersonal channels, and that's because they're the last ones there, right? So everybody's adopted this but them. They can talk to anyone and they'll tell them the iPhone is really cool and they really need to get one. So so that the level of interpersonal communication that's possible depends very much on where you are as at a level of innovativeness. The more innovative you are, the less information you're getting from interpersonal channels. That's okay. You're innovative enough. You don't need other people to tell you that it's okay. You're going to adopt it anyway. So that's it.